surprise, surprise, a Halloween update. Listen,
every time we turn, man, they're
Yeah.
putting out new information.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And this is, listen, as the horror guys, we have to keep up on this because this is the most anticipated horror movie of the year. Without, it's blowing everything else away.
And here's the thing: they just finished up the weekend at San Diego Comic Con. You know, there's going to be a ton of news.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring it to you. We want to start out showing you guys a picture of Nick Castle from Halloween '78 to Halloween 2018.
This is wild.
We're also going to jump into right after that NECA, who's bringing out the new action figure of Michael Myers for the first time in over 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to jump into that video and some close-up pictures. So you guys take a look at that.
One of the biggest, closely guarded secrets that I am most excited about, the return of Michael Myers. So we're going to reveal that one later tonight. He's under wraps right now. He's under a tarp, but we'll let you guys get a look at him.
Okay.
And that's for the new film that comes out this October. It's been about 10 years since Michael's been back in our stable, and I could not be happier to have him back because we have everybody else.
Yeah.
We needed him to complete that unholy,
Yeah, totally.
so it's here, and it's awesome. It's an ultimate figure. He's going to have a couple heads, a whole bunch of accessories, a couple things that are spoiler related, so I can't show them or talk about them yet. But Halloween is back, and Michael Myers is here where he's belonged all along.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Seeing Nick Castle in Michael Myers full getup
Yeah.
in 2018 is just bizarre but
Right.
awesome at
But
the
here's
same
what's
time.
cool though. You get that goofy Nick Castle like face holding
Yeah.
up the Michael Myers mask in '78. And you compare it to 2018, it's
Yeah.
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
A little bit older, got the gray mustache.
Yeah.
Who cares? You know,
Right.
it's Nick Castle.
Yeah.
If you're a Halloween
It's
fan,
great, and
Nick
that's
Castle's
that's
the man.
such a great like iconic behind the scenes photo. There's that the one with her kissing him. You know,
Oh yeah,
that's a
I
cool
like
photo.
that one too.
Jamie Lee Curtis is one interesting individual. I will tell you that.
That
much.
she is. That figure though from NECA.
Oh, the figure looks absolutely amazing.
Dude,
You said it was $26 or $27?
I want to say it's up for pre-order right now. It's $26.99.
That
so
is
it's under
awesome,
$30.
a great little piece to put on your desk or whatever.
Man.
I mean, maybe if you don't want your clients or your customers seeing Michael Myers staring at
Right.
him, I don't have a problem with it if I worked in that. But in my home office,
Yeah.
you know,
And it's funny because, like I said, I think the last one that they did for NECA's toy line was for Rob Zombie's 2007 remake. So you're talking over 10 years.
Yeah.
That we've had a
11
Michael
years,
Myers figure that looks that
Yeah.
good, man. Like that thing is
I'm
phenomenal.
telling you, hop on board the Halloween hype train because
Yeah.
it is going
Yeah.
to go off the rails.
We gave you guys a couple close-up pictures of the toy so you can see all the detail. There's gunshots and the coveralls.
just like the movie. They're not missing any of the
No,
details.
dude, even the eye.
Yeah.
They even got the eye that's closed. I mean, man, the details on that toy are phenomenal, man. I'm going to read you a couple tweets, too, that were sent out. And, you know, like we said, they were at San
Diego Comic-Con.
Con. That's right. Yeah, I want to,
Comic-Con,
for some reason,
yeah.
I want to confuse that with something else. But
Well, there
they
was
were there.
CinemaCon. That
Right,
was the
there's
first
so
one.
many of them, man. That's the thing.
And apparently, you have to be invited
Yeah.
to CinemaCon. You can't,
Yeah.
unlike Comic Con, you can't.
You know what? Before we get into those tweets, though, I do want to do this, though. We're going to pull this up for you guys to see it. Check out the poster that was exclusive.
Hand drawn.
Exclusive. Now, dude, the prices on this were crazy. I heard they were $75. And if it was signed, it was like $200.
Oh my god!
But the people-
I'd pay $200.
But there was people that were going to the con that got it for free.
Wow.
On eBay, it's going for like
Yeah.
$30, $40 for 11 by 17.
It's a cool.
Okay.
It's a cool drawing,
No, it is, it
and
is.
it's like you're looking up at him, and he's getting ready to come at
Yeah.
you.
We want to pull that up for you real quick, so take a look at that. All right.
All right, we're back. More Halloween news for you, of
Yeah.
course.
That poster, though, pretty damn cool.
Looks
man.
cool.
I would
Hand
love to
drawn.
have-
Whoever did
that,
that.
I would have loved to have been able to be there to snag one of those
Mhm.
for free, let me tell you. But we're going to read a couple tweets that came out of, San Diego Comic-Con. Do we want to give them the... You know what, let's check this one out. Yvette Nicole Brown, who if you watch like The Talking Dead,
Yeah.
she's always on the
She's
Talking
the
Dead.
big fan. She's the big fan.
Huge fan of horror and
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
And
all
didn't
that
she
stuff.
just get the Talking Dead gig now with all the,
Oh,
the
really?
turmoil around Chris Hardwick?
I didn't hear about
Yeah.
that. Really?
Yeah, real crazy stuff. There were some accusations, and he's
Oh.
apparently no longer going to head the show, and
Oh,
she's
wow.
not. If anybody's going to take his place, I think she
She's
deserves
a
it,
huge,
without question.
A huge Walking Dead fan. So her question to Jason Blum at San Diego Comic-Con was, this could be the final confrontation. Jason Blum's response was, never say final, never say final.
Hello, sequel. Here we come. I have something to tell you as well, too.
Okay.
But go ahead, finish this.
Oh,
but
all
I
right,
do have
so
something.
just a quick thing. Jamie Lee Curtis on Who Laurie Strode is when we meet her. She is a woman who had her child taken away from her, and she lives in isolation waiting for Michael Myers to come back. We pretty much got that. I didn't know that her kids were taken away from her. That's
Right.
a big thing that I don't think we knew yet. But by all means, what do you got, man? Because I want to hear.
So I told you about the interview that I had seen from San Diego Comic-Con with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Right.
And there was a question along the lines asking if this is your last Halloween movie. Is this your final Halloween
okay,
movie?
okay.
And let me tell you,
What was that
she
response?
did not answer. She evaded that question,
Okay.
and she went into some weird. Well, let me tell you, when I die, I want the headline to be Halloween actress dies. And this is talking about how she's in love with the character.
Wow, so all of a sudden now she's like just back into this Halloween.
I
realm.
have a very strong suspicion
Okay.
that this is a multi-film thing they got going.
I mean, they already said they had a sequel
Yeah,
in mind.
and I think they're being very careful with it because they want to make sure that the first one is going to be successful.
Yeah.
But the more that they can see that it's going to be successful, because I really think it's going to make them money, I think that they're starting to let the lid off a little bit. That maybe there's more to come, because if you remember when they first said they were going to do this, it was going to be it.
Yeah.
That was the end. They were like, so.
You haven't heard that talk a lot anymore.
No, as a matter of fact, it's
stopped.
completely flipped.
Yeah.
It's completely flipped, and the door's now
will,
wide open.
Nobody will say for sure.
So,
and
yeah.
they're not going to tell you for sure, but at the same time, like you said, it was out there. This is going to be the last one.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think so anymore.
No, it's all speculation, but I really think that they're not. Just the idea that they are not willing to say that this is the last one,
Yeah.
I think speaks volumes.
I
Speaks
agree.
volumes. Sometimes something not said
Yeah.
says more than something actually said.
Oh, I agree, man. John Carpenter sent out a tweet. He said, thank you to Hall H, which is where they were for at the convention.
Which, by the way, is considered like the premier hall
Oh, really?
at Comic Con.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so
then they got like
they got like
Hollywood,
the top honor.
yeah, man. So thank you to Hall H for a great reception for at Halloween movie today. Halloween fans are the greatest.
And
They
the
said
craziest.
in this trailer that we're going to talk about in a second that they played all new footage from these people at San Diego Comic Con, but we don't get it yet.
I'm okay with that. I
I
know.
don't know, man.
I
I,
know.
don't know.
Let me
dude.
tell
I
you
don't
why.
know.
Can I tell you why? This is why. I don't want to see the entire movie.
No,
before
I
go
don't,
see
I don't
the
want to see it
movie.
either. You're
So,
right. I don't want to see it either.
I
But
trust that they're going to let us have just enough.
we're going to get another trailer before.
We're going to get another
Yeah.
trailer, and maybe it'll be this one. I don't want them to give too much away. I don't want them to get ahead of themselves, because that is the one
Well-
mistake that they can make.
Then before we get into that whole thing, I probably should say spoiler alert on it.
Probably should say spoiler alert.
But what I wanted to tell you was, they said that from the trailer that they got to see, that Carpenter's music in the movie is very modern, but it's still very John Carpenter-esque.
Yeah. Is it, I wonder if it's the same theme. It's got to be the same theme.
I don't
right?
think he would change the actual theme completely. I think he just put a different touch to it. Different
He altered
instruments,
it for
stuff like
Halloween,
that.
too.
Right, exactly.
You
All right, so this is the part where I'm going to have to tell you spoiler alert, okay? Let me read to you what was told to from people who were at the viewing of this new trailer. Both Curtis and Green were present during Universal's SDCC panel to discuss the movie and introduce the new Halloween footage. First, they showed a sequence that was filmed in an extended tracking shot and follows Michael, who is played primarily by James Jude Courtney, as he walks around Haddonfield and through two houses on Halloween night, murdering nearly everyone he encounters along the way. Michael's brutal, man.
It sounds that way.
He's
Yeah.
brutal. He's been sitting for 40 years.
You know what this reminds me of? Like when I think of this, when I take my son to the park, keep in mind a 2-year-old who just has one thing on his mind, and that's playing and having fun.
Yeah.
We take him to the park, and he just randomly, indiscriminately, chooses what toy, what slide, what he's going to do, what swing he's going to get on, all this and that.
He's got it. He's got his mission down.
Right.
He's ready to go.
This is like Michael in this movie.
Man.
He's like releasing a kid in the park unless
Yeah.
you're releasing a serial killer into a crowded neighborhood.
Yeah. Now, it goes on to say that the only people he doesn't kill on his trip are some kids trick-or-treating.
Michael doesn't kill
Michael's
kids.
never been a guy to kill
He
kids.
doesn't kill
Never.
kids.
He did go after his niece, who was a child, but at the time,
That was
he never did kill her. Though. Let's put it that
yeah.
way.
He never killed her, and
Not until she was an adult in Halloween 6.
when he
She
did
was
kill
older
her.
then.
And if you remember, when she had him take the mask off, he seemed like there was some emotion
Yes,
there.
yes.
Someday we'll get into all that, but
Oh, yeah.
this
That
version
episode's
of
coming, too.
this version of Michael does not kill
No.
kids. He's run
So,
into kids many times.
He
in this
doesn't
thing.
kill these kids that are trick-or-treating, and a baby who begins screaming shortly after Michael slaughters their mom. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I actually heard some details about that kill specifically.
Oh, boy.
If you want me to give another spoiler alert and tell you what I know
mean,
about it.
let me hit this part and let's do it, man. A lot more action in the final minute of the trailer. Ends with Myers breaking through a window and grabs Curtis, which I'm assuming that picture.
picture
is-
where he's coming
yeah,
through the
right,
door.
right through the door. Yep. Lifting her off her feet, the clip then cuts to the title screen to end. Unfortunately, this clip has yet to debut online. Now, this tweet was a couple days ago. And let me drop the bomb on you. That was also pointed out, I think, later that evening. There is no plans for this footage to be released online. In
Yeah,
Universal
and that's kind of what I was saying earlier. I trust them. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I get it. We want to see it. We want more. And that was kind of. But here's my viewpoint. When we begged for the trailer early and we
Right.
got it early,
Yes.
I don't want to continue to ask for more. I don't want to push them.
Right.
So I'm happy with what they've given us.
Yeah.
Now, spoiler alert here: the kill with the mom, and I'll give you a second.
I gotta hear this.
I've been told that basically that scene, the camera goes outside the house,
Okay.
and he picks up. By the way, he picks up a butcher knife. And after he kills the first kill in the first house is with a hammer,
Oh wow. Okay.
and he picks. You're gonna love this. Picks up the butcher knife off the counter that the woman was using to carve a ham. Wink, wink, nod,
so
nod,
that little
Halloween
nod to
too.
Mrs. Elrod. Halloween
Right,
too.
Mrs.
I like
Elrod,
it.
you got
I like
this.
it.
So he goes into the
Yeah.
next house, and it follows Michael out the house, down the street. He seemingly at random picks another house, looks in the window, and then you're staring in the window as Michael disappears, and the mother comes and she's looking out the window, and you see Michael walk in the house behind her. He walks up with the knife, jams the knife through the back of her neck, through her throat, and that's what I read. A very good description of how it happened. So
Listen, I
it
think-
sounds unbelievable.
Now here's the thing: it's pissing some people off because they want to go back to the whole thing of in '78. Carpenter made this movie with very little gore, very little violence, more the scares and the tension and all that stuff to build up to it. But then again, what these people don't realize is it's 2018. You can't make a '78 version of Michael Myers in 2018.
No.
Because I guarantee you, if people went and saw that, they would bitch the entire time.
Yeah,
Dude, that
you
was
gotta
40 years
update it.
ago.
You gotta
You have
update
to
it.
update
You
it
have to.
now.
And plus, he's been in captivity for 40 years. The hostility's been building up.
Right.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man. He's out for blood.
yeah.
Viciously
There's
out
no
for
doubt. There's no doubt.
I do want to show them one more thing, and I forgot about this one too. They released a full look of Michael Myers, so you get from head to toe. Man,
Yeah,
Michael
we shared that
Myers.
on our Facebook page.
I want to let you guys check that out real quick. So you take a look at this picture, and we got some more stuff right after that.
We're back. So you saw that picture, full
Yeah.
picture of Michael standing
Which
there.
I'm assuming is James Jude.
James Jucour,
Yeah.
I'm sure of it, yeah.
Right.
But he looks absolutely terrifying,
Yeah.
as usual. Now, I want to say, jumping into kind of the theme of the movie, it does seem like they're playing off the Me Too movement a little bit. I read this online. Somebody used that observation. Real women empowering sort of thing. And I think that was a big part of getting Jamie Lee Curtis back into this, because she's real big on that stuff.
It makes the Laurie Strode character. Let's be honest. She was a 17-year-old girl
Yeah.
in the first
Yeah,
one. It's 40 years later now. She's a grown woman.
She mentions her adulthood has been stolen away from her
Right.
with this traumatic experience. that
And
she
she did that interview with Kevin Smith for IMDb, and that's the thing, man. She made it a very big women's empowerment,
Yeah.
and how it was for her to play this character, what the character is now, 40 years later.
So we're starting to see and piece together why she really wanted to come back and play this.
and maybe why she wants to continue to play this character.
Right, yeah.
Because of
which
that.
is what we're thinking.
Yeah.
It's what it's looking like. So
We want to take you guys, show you guys this interview. If YouTube flags us for this, then they flag us for it. But this interview was very interesting to me. because you get something from Jason Blum, you get something from Jamie Lee Curtis, and Malika Cod, who really doesn't say much these days, you know? So we're going to let you guys watch that, and we're going to come back and we're going to analyze the hell out of that because we got some theories.
Some sleuthy fan out there who decided that Laurie's daughter might be a protagonist in this movie. Is that true?
I will not answer that question. But it was a good try. It was a good try.
A good try. Okay, thank you. So, we know that Laurie has grandkids.
Yes.
So there must have been
Just one grandchild.
There must have been a relationship.
Yes. Laurie had 2 relationships that they've written about, both of which ended very quickly, and the state came and took her child from her. So she hasn't raised her daughter, and she has virtually no relationship with her daughter or granddaughter.
Do one of the relationships possibly involve Ben Tramer?
Who?
Ben Tramer from the first movie.
Oh, he was the boy who was...
Yeah.
No. See, I wouldn't know that. No. I'm sure Laurie just banged up against a couple guys in a bar.
Ooh.
This was a woman who was traumatized at the age of 17 and, you know, unfortunately got no help. And so I'm sure she ended up banging into people in a post-traumatic stress syndrome way. And, you know, it resulted in her having a child and then having that child taken.
Why did she stay in town? Why didn't she move far away?
Because she knew he was coming back for her and she needed to be prepared. She wasn't going to run. She was waiting for him.
Okay.
40 years. Every day.
I did notice some patterns from the original movie. We see Michael stealing the clothes off of Mechanic again. That was a trend that we saw before. Will we see more repetitive behaviors in this film?
I wouldn't call them repetitive, but I would call them their behaviors to his character for sure. And there are a bunch of Easter eggs in this film, which kind of reference the other films, the other Halloween films. But really, the storytelling is really what happened 40 years after the first movie. That's kind of the framework that we set about when we set about to make the movie.
Why was it important for you in the trailer to mention that Laurie and Michael were not siblings?
That's a good question. Well, you know, this is this franchise has taken several turns over its course, and this one is kind of like that. It's a new left turn, but David has found a way to close this circle that started 40 years ago, honoring the other ones, but in a way following directly from the first one. And I think that the way he figured out to do that has us all quite impressed.
So there's a purpose that it was mentioned in the trailer.
There is, yes, you caught that. Yes, there is a purpose, and it'll play out very nicely.
Hey guys, so you saw that interview.
Dude, that interview. Let me jump right into the notes.
Yeah.
Because I got some. You know, I'm the guy that keeps the notes. Okay. First of all, that girl, very hard-hitting questions. Okay. I like her because she's like us. We would ask the same damn questions.
Yes.
She asked Jason Blum, is Laurie's daughter going to be a protagonist in this movie? And he seemed very uncomfortable by that question and would not answer.
Yeah, which is weird because what else would she be? An antagonist?
You know what? My thing
confused
is
about that.
I think, and let me touch on what Jamie Lee Curtis said. I think because the whole thing that we got from that was, you know, her children were taken over. Her child was
Maybe
taken away
it's
from her.
that she just doesn't get along with her mother.
Yeah.
So
they don't have a relationship. Let me do this real quick. First of all, I don't buy her reaction to Ben Tramer question.
no, not at all. Not at all.
She said, "Who?"
Yeah. No. That was
No. I'm sure Laurie just bumped into a few guys into a bar and had a kid. You know, I don't think so. Okay, she's bullshit.
Which makes me wonder why they wouldn't just come out and say, "Oh yeah, it's Ben Tramer," unless there's more to that as well.
And you know what, dude? We talked about this before. What if they do introduce the Jimmy? What if they just throw the name out there? One of her
ex-boyfriends. I would not be surprised.
Just because a little nod.
They do all
like
the
you
nods
said with
yeah.
the Elrod.
Yeah,
scene
the Elrod knife and
all
everything.
that stuff, man. She put it off, just not convincingly at all.
No.
That question, she just did not. As much detail that they put into the movie, they aren't going to waste her love life on a random person. Okay,
No, sir, they will not.
These guys have been so detailed.
They
They're not
didn't
just gonna
overlook
say,
Ben Tramer.
"Oh, hey, Laurie Strode banged some dude named Bob in a bar."
Yeah, no, I don't
And
think
she had
so.
a daughter. That's not going to happen.
No.
Too much detail, man. It just doesn't fit in the storyline anyway.
Right.
The Halloween realm. That they're, even though they've created their own thing, they're still looking to the other
Yeah.
stuff. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm also curious about the fact that they mentioned the 2 love interests they wrote about. Now, does that
Well,
mean there's
that's-
two love interests they talk about in the script, or it's two that they wrote about and only one makes it?
Well, that's what I wonder. Could
Okay.
it be a Jimmy character?
That's,
You know?
and that's what makes me think,
Yeah.
man. It's something that
They may
makes
even
me
just
think.
mention that he was a paramedic.
Right.
He
And
was
just the name, the fact that he was a paramedic, just for an Easter egg for us.
Yeah.
And that's all it's going to be there for. And you also find out that, again, that we talked about, she completely lost her child. Like, they took her child from her.
Yeah.
She has no relationship with her daughter. She has no relationship with her granddaughter because of the trauma she went through in her life. It's totally fucked her up.
It's ruined her.
Yeah, it's ruined her entire life. So the whole thing, man, we learned a few new things that we didn't know. So maybe the daughter is a protagonist in this movie. Maybe she's not so lovey-dovey with
I
her
mean, like
mom,
an
you know?
antagonist. Evil.
It's hard to say. Maybe she
They're not
is,
evil,
who
but who
knows?
knows? She
Who
could
knows,
be.
man.
She could be the one that frees Michael Myers.
Maybe she had a little something to do with old Mikey getting off that bus.
Maybe
Just saying.
maybe she is the leader of the cult of Thorn.
Man, listen, if there's a sequel coming, they might go into the Call of Thor thing. You never know.
May not have seen the last of
And
it.
then what I thought was funny, dude, Malika Kadu says really nothing. Like, I mean, obviously we know his dad was in charge many years of being a founder and stuff behind the Halloween films and stuff, but when the interview asked him about them not being siblings and stuff, it was pointed out in the trailer. Okay, now we know that. That was one of the key points of that trailer everybody talked about. Well, someone said that was her brother that did that. No, it's not her brother. It's something people made up. Okay, so they killed that whole rumor.
So it was very
right
important.
away, quick in the trailer. It was there for a reason. We talked about that before. He said it was in there for a reason, and that it will be explained and played out nicely in the movie.
So what does that mean?
Okay.
What more do you need to explain?
Okay, let me just say, if they're putting emphasis on that, man, we talked about this before. I brought up a weird theory, and I don't know how you felt about it, but the original Halloween took place, obviously, Laurie Strode was just a random girl who was babysitting on Halloween night, and she was targeted by a serial killer. Okay. And the second one, they went ahead and did this.
Threw that
and-
twist in there.
Right, they threw the twist of, hey, this is her brother, and this is how this is her brother, all this shit that they put together. In this movie, they went out of their way to say that they're not siblings. But again, I revert back to Halloween 2, the original. You didn't find that out to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Something is going on here. They're pointing something out.
Yeah, we may
without
go.
telling us.
We may be reintroduced to that story.
Yeah. You
Who
know?
knows? I mean, it's interesting nonetheless.
It's a tough
definitely
one to say,
something
man.
that. Yeah, it's weird that they would take it out only to put it back in, but maybe
Yeah.
there's a certain way they want to do it. I don't know.
Their own version of how
Right.
they do it. Or maybe the daughter's involved in that in some way.
Yeah,
Who knows?
we'll just have to wait
Who
and see.
knows? Here. I tell you what. What if the daughter, throughout her time of growing up and all this with this mom who was crazy, and then we don't know what point she took her away. We don't know. What if she went to go visit Michael? Who knows?
It's interesting.
Do they have conjugal visits these days in jail? Because what if
What if her?
the granddaughter
granddaughter
is
is
Michael
Michael's-
Myers' daughter?
That would be really weird.
It would be weird as shit, but think about Halloween 6, though. How weird was that he pretty much banged his niece and had a kid? That was the
Yeah.
whole storyline,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Oh.
Yeah. Think about it, dude.
Michael Myers is a strange cat,
Just saying. I mean, that may be going off the rails a little bit.
but that could be your
but
that could be your nod to Halloween 6.
You never know, dude. It could be if they're really throwing the daughter in there, and she might not play a big role at all. We
Right.
might see her for 5 seconds on screen. Who cares?
Well, Judy
Still.
Greer's a big actress, pretty
she
big
is,
actress. She's been in a lot of things. I don't know, man. I feel as though it was such a big part of the other movies that they're going to play more on the family relation thing. The idea of Michael being the daughter's and the daughter having a relationship with her daughter, that would make her an antagonistic character.
She may have.
What is there could be a twist at the end where the daughter turns on her mother and
It could be.
they're in on it together.
It could be.
That would be some weird shit.
yes, it
Michael
would.
Myers with a sidekick?
Yeah. Something you've never
Mind
seen before.
blown.
Yeah. And the thing, man, again, they put so much detail into this.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they're going to waste random stories.
No.
They're going to make it make sense. It's not just going to be random bullshit thrown in. Everything they do in this movie is going to somehow make sense
Yeah.
to us, especially
Yeah.
because we're such huge fans.
Yeah.
We're going to see every bit of.
They put every detail in. So
Yeah. Before we go, because we're going to wrap this one up. Again, obviously, more Halloween news is going to come out between now and October.
sure, I'll
15th.
get home and there'll be more.
Right. We're down to about what? 2 months now.
Time flies.
2 months, isn't it right?
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah,
we're
we're
getting
there.
there, man. We're getting there.
Almost time.
Here's the thing, man. We got this thing. I found this thing, man. And it's funny because so many people are still confused. Like, I thought Laurie Strode died in
yeah.
Halloween Resurrection, and I thought she killed Michael Myers in Halloween H2O.
Didn't he burn to death on Halloween too?
Right, wait, aren't they brother and sister? Dude, it's not that hard to follow along, folks.
Just read an article.
So we're gonna sign off for now. We'll see you guys on the next one. But we're leaving you with this. And if this doesn't help you explain what we just said and what they keep telling you,
I don't know what to tell you.
we don't know what to tell you guys. We'll see you on the next Horror Guys.